Welcome everybody to another edition of WCW 2006 here in TEW 2020 as we're continuing on the road to Great American Bash and of course the end of the save at least in TEW 2020. So let's get rolling from Nitro live from Beaumont, Texas in front of 14,000 people as the announcers, put over it's a night of big matches including a non-title match involving the Women's Championship, a big main event of Brother Rave versus Ken Anderson and number one contender Kaz in action against Tajiri. But first let's go to the ring for our women's non-title match. And in that ring we have All That Alyssa Alexander taking on Lizzy Dumas. And it, goes about 9 minutes, back and forth match. Dumas looks strong, but eventually, Dumas hits sort of like a modified twist of fate, goes for the moonsault. Alexander gets her knees up, goes back on offense, hits the kudo driver right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and the women's champion gets the big win here on Nitro as the announcers, put over the win here as this gets a 74, Alexander gets a 64, Lizzy Dumas still gets a 70. Our new referee got a bad gimmick rating, oh well. And then we have the post-match angle as basically, Lita's slowly getting up. The rest of Captivation come down to the ring, and they, Mickey, Lexi James takes the mic and says, says, Lizzy, we need to talk. And Lexi says, when we first got together, I thought we were getting something special. We thought, both of us, when Tajiri came aboard, thought that by staying by your side, we're getting tutelage from the top tier women's wrestling in this business. We thought we were learning from a living legend. But then, Lizzy, you blew it. You blew in that cage match against Trish Stratus. And then, after you were gone, what did we get for our loyalty? You let us on our own for months. No leadership, no guidance, just a fallout from your failures. And Desiree takes Mike says, Mickey and I trusted you. Lexi and I trusted you. We followed you, believing you were still the same trailblazer who set the standard, but instead, you let us down. You abandoned us. So we found someone else, someone more captivating. Cue Penny Grable's music as she comes down to the ring to the boos of the crowd. As, the crowd is confused because these are all heels, but they're sort of more on Lizzy's side because she's the woman they know, plus Penny Grable's annoying. And, Penny takes a mic and says, oh, Lizzy, look at you. All that history, all that hype, and here you are, sitting in front of me just like all the other so-called legends who couldn't keep up. You know what your problem is? You're stuck in the past. You spent years throwing yourself off ladders for brothers who barely acknowledge you exist. You started around in bra panty matches, and you think that's supposed to make you some sort of icon. But guess what? Those days are over. We were busy reliving your glory days. I've been out here making waves in women's wrestling, and now I'm the one getting the title shot at Alexander. Well, you just lost again. And Lizzy fires back. You know what, Penny? You can talk. You can talk all you want about my past. At least I had one. At least I made history. You're just talking about a time when women like me didn't exist. You really think these two are going to follow you into the future? You're stuck in the past more than I ever was. And Penny says, here's the thing. It's not about history. It's about right now. Right now, I'm the future. I'm the one walking the Great American Bash with a title shot, and you're just washed up and left behind. And then, boom, Penny slaps her across the face. Lizzy stumbles back in shock and goes for the fight, but Lexi and Desiree quickly pounce, beating her down as, just continuing the beatdown. And then, Penny Grable takes the mic and says, face it, you're old news. And for these two, well, they've truly found who is captivating in WCW. So there you go. Not actually heel turn, or a face turn for Lizzy, because, well, she's got nothing to be a face yet about. But a beatdown here, and we have a new version of Captivation. Let's actually just turn that around real quick. So, bye-bye. Lizzy, and turn you into Penny Grable. And then we continue. As then we're backstage. Celine Cartier is backstage, getting ready. As then she's confronted by 2/3 of European Disunion in WCW Music and Melody Mayhem. And basically, they say, it doesn't matter who you find to be your partner at Great American Bash. What's going to happen is you're going to lose again. And we're going to remind you why European Disunion have ruled the tag division and will continue to rule it. And Celine just sort of looks angry. And there we go. 57, not bad. Again, continuing the angle here. And then when we cut back from commercial, we have Ken Anderson in the back. He says, it's funny. It's funny how things turn out sometimes. You see, a few months ago, I thought me and Brother Ray were on the same page. We had some enemies, we're fighting the same fight against those creeps in the nest, Raven, Red Rum, Profit, those geeks, you're in the trenches together, man. You think ever that we'd still be together? But nope, Brother Ray, big tough guy, street fighter, extremist. All you want to say is who out there out week after week helping me and Truth fend off his band of lunatics. He cracked. All because he felt he wasn't getting the respect he deserved. Wah. Respect, huh? Brother Ray, you want to talk about respect? You want to talk about how you weren't getting enough recognition? Let me remind you something, buddy. You're not the only one busting your ass. You know, hell, you've been in business for a decade, whatever. Yeah, congratulations. You had a hell of a career. Land of Extreme, WCW hardcore matches, barbed wire, titles, all that. But you know what? It doesn't give you a free pass on your back on the people behind your back. It doesn't give you the right to become paranoid and start acting like everyone's out to get you. Because that's exactly what's happened, isn't it? Brother Ray, you got paranoid. You started thinking that maybe, just maybe, you're being overshadowed. You weren't the big dog in the yard anymore, weren't you? You were afraid that someone like me, someone like Kennerson, was going to come along and take that spotlight from you. But hey, I get it. I'm a star. People love me. But guess what? That's not my damn fault. And you know what's even funnier? It's one thing to get paranoid by a guy like me. I mean, I'm Ken Freak Anderson. I'm the fastest rising star of this company. I'm brash, I'm loud, and yeah, I'm a bit of an a-hole. But you turned on the truth. The guy in the company who had your back through this thick and thin. Come on. He was straightforward. He wanted your help. And then you betrayed him. You attacked him when his back was turned just because you thought he wasn't respecting you enough. Come on. You know, this is about me. I'm not getting about revenge for you. You know, you turned on me, oh well. But you stabbed Truth in the back for no damn good reason. But in order to prove yourself you were the badass, you had to turn on him? Come on. Pathetic. That's what you are. You're paranoid, delusional, and deep down, you're just a coward, man. You can handle the fact that maybe, just maybe, the Truth was getting more respect than you, so you tried to take him out. But you know what? You screwed yourself. Tonight isn't about me proving I'm better to you, because that's true. It's not about me showing off the crowd, or making sure everybody knows I'm a man. Tonight, it's about being an a-hole for the Truth. So Ray, get ready, because tonight it's not revenge for me, it's about respect for the Truth, and I'm damn sure you remember by the time the night is over. Oh, but don't worry, I'll make sure the world remembers you, just not in the way you hoped. Solid promo, 78, not bad. Could have been a little better, but still good stuff. And then we go to the ring for the debut of Tank Toland and simply Johnny Devine of The Chosen Few taking on America's Wanted. Back and forth match, America's Wanted looked like the better team because, well, they've been the team. But good stuff, back and forth, everybody looks strong. Toland gets some brawling in, Devine flies around, America's Wanted are getting their team. But then Jeff Jarrett comes out and, things break down, ref gets distracted. Jeff Jarrett is able to drill Chris Harris in the back as he's about to go for a big spear on Johnny Devine. Devine goes low, Devine intervention, 1, 2, 3, and Devine and Toland get the win here on Nitro in their debut on TV as a tag team. This gets an 81, Devine gets a 69, Toland gets an 80, Storm gets an 82, Harris gets an 85. Good stuff. And post-match, Chosen Few celebrates, AMDU are pissed, and this gets a 73. As we cut backstage, as we have something goofy going on. Well, no, okay, actually, sorry, that's my fault. So, we have then backstage where Celine Cartier goes up to Trisha's guy, and, basically, Trisha's a little, I don't want to say, like, standoffish, but, Celine basically says, look, I've got a tag title shot at the Great American Bash. But right now, I don't have a partner. So, I know, look, you've got, your deal with Penny Grable and everything else. But she has a title shot at the pay-per-view. And the rest of, everybody else involved is doing their own stuff. So what I'm asking you is your help and a chance to get some gold back around your waist. And, Trisha sort of waits for a moment, then stands up, shakes her hand, or not shakes her hand, but sort of pats her on the shoulder and says, look, you're right. I've got nothing going on for a Great American Bash, so when we get your team up and give European Disunion a taste of their own damn medicine. Because with us together, the sky's the limit. So there we go. I think I booked it already, but maybe I didn't. Let's see here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, time to actually book some matches. So yeah, we got this match set up. It's with Celine Busiek and Molly Mayhem. Whoops. Versus Trisha Stratus. And your friend of mine, Celine Cartier. For those of you women's tag team titles. And yeah, also we'll officially book this match. The match I haven't really built up because Penny Grable's been involved in a feud with Tricia Sky, but it is happening for the Women's Championship. And I guess also I can officially pre-book this. Is this a case of me looking at my card pre-booking and realize I haven't pre-booked a whole bunch of stuff? Maybe. Okay, so tag titles, women's tag titles, women's titles. Yeah, everything else needs to be built up a little bit more, so there we go. Okay, so this gets a 68, mainly because it's just a short little promo. But still, good stuff as we, basically set things up here for, the for the pay-per-view. And as we come back, from that, the Nest come down to the ring, to the boos of the crowd, and Raven takes the mic and says, "Last week was what a glimpse into the void. A mere taste of the chaos, the anarchy, the destruction that the Nest is bringing to W bit by bit. We warned you, warned all of you that we were coming. We promised you a path of domination, destruction, and damnation, and now, as the embers of Slamboree still smolder, you witness just the next step in our plan." You see, Brother Ray, he thought he could fight against the Titus and Nest, but in the end, even he could not judge truth. At Slamboree, you also what happens when you align with us. When you embrace the inevitable, Brother Ray turns back on his so-called allies and embrace the chaos he brings. And we slowly take the first steps towards his own salvation or his own damnation. The line between the two is oh so thin. But make no mistake, that was only the beginning. This is our continued journey to bring this company to our knees. To watch as the pillars that hold up this facade of order, of control, come crumbling down into the abyss. The stopping has already begun. We will spread our wings over TEW, and the shadow it cast will blot out the light, leaving only darkness. Because it is all falling apart, and you can feel it, can't you? The unease, the darkness creeping, the shaking, the very foundations of this place, showing its destruction. But that what happens when you stand in our way. It's not the beacon of excellence it pretends to be. No. It's a rotting empire. That's what WCW is, and we're going to tear it down brick by brick. Brother Ray learned it. The truth learned it, and soon, everyone will know the chaos we bring. The only constant is pain. The only reality is suffering. Quoth the Raven. Nevermore. And then, just as they're about to leave, cue dun 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 dun, out comes Ric Flair, along with Cesaro and Lashley. As Flair comes out of the ring, he says, "Whoo, Raven, you dirty, scraggly, no good son of a whoo. Let me tell you something right here, right now about. You know all you want about shaking the foundation of WCW, about bringing your little creepy crawlers down on the house of Nature Boy built. You damn well who runs this place, and not a bunch of gutter rats like you. Let me remind you something, pal. Last time we were face to face, Evolution was this close, brother, to putting your little nest out of business. Peter, what you want? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Morgan. Gotta get her involved because you knew what was coming. Let me tell you, Raven, I had plenty of women trying to get on the Nature Boy's bad side, but I can't put my hands on a lady unless she's looking for a ride on Space Mountain. Ooh, but what I can't do, I got plenty of friends who can. You think the Nature Boys right up in the ring with you, Raven? You think I won't take Evolution back to the top? You want to play mind games, kid? I invented mind games in this business. I'll raise the stakes. At the Great American Bash, I'll step back in the ring for the first time since I tore down Stargate in 04. I'll bring the Revolution with me, Cesaro, and Lashley, and the Nature Boy, against you, Red Rum, Prophet, and your little witch over there. And, Flair's just sort of, unfazed and a little smirky. He says, Flair, you poor delusional fool. You're clinging to a past that doesn't exist anymore. You think stepping out of the ring at your age is going to intimidate me? You think a team of muscleheads and unknowns is going to stop us? We don't fear you. We welcome destruction, and your precious Evolution is about to fall. But don't misunderstand me, fool. I don't have a woman by my side. Morgan is a woman you can woo with your false promises of Space Mountain, like so many did before. She's the embodiment of darkness. I highlight out your kind of woman would risk stepping in the ring and breaking a nail. Oh, is that what you think? You think I don't have a woman step in the ring and take you on? Then you really don't know the Nature Boy. Hit the music. And then ODB's theme song comes in, and, she takes down to the ring by Flair, takes out a flash, throws it to Flair, who takes a swig, and, ODB takes and says, Raven, Morgan, I don't give it about who you think you are. I'm not a little some Barbie doll afraid of breaking the honey. I'm ODB, and I whip your ass all over at the Great American Bash. And Raven says, you want a war flare? But just remember, once you step into the ring with the nest, you don't walk out unscathed. The darkness will consume you. The madness will drive you to the brink. At the Great American Bash, you understand just what kind of nightmare you invited to your world. We accept. So there you go, 65. Unfortunately, people got raided. Probably maybe they shouldn't have. but, gotta build things up. Can't just, can't just cheese every single angle. So there we go. So yes, a 4-on-4 match, as we have. Oh, come on. There we go. Raven, Red Rum, The Prophet, and Morgan, making her in-ring debut. On ODB, Ric Flair, Claudio, and Blaster Lashley. This gets it, 65. Let's see here. ODB, ODB, got a gimmick. Okay. And then we cut backstage where Jeremy Borash is with Alex Wright. And, he asked him about, 2 weeks ago in the Battle Royal, you and Kennerson had a heated confrontation, which led to both of you being eliminated. Can you walk us through what happened, how you feel about it? Unfortunate. Jeremy, let me be perfectly clear. That Battle Royal should have been mine. Every single person in that match from the very beginning was simply an obstacle to my path to greatness. But then there was Kennerson, that loudmouth, self-absorbed fool, thinking he could insert himself into my spotlight. Is it unfortunate? No. What is unfortunate? Can I be in the same ring as someone so far beneath me? Kennerson, you may be adored by these sheep. They are simple, so of course they are. They cheer your name, they chant for you, they think you're some sort of shooting star. But that inflates your ego beyond belief. They love you, but let me remind you something. Love from the masses doesn't win matches. It gives you the skill to overcome with my expertise. It doesn't make you a better wrestler. You can shout, scream, and joke all you want. But at the end of the day, you have to prove your worth in the ring. And that is where you fall short. You lack what I have, the wrestling IQ, the precision, the ability to calculate every move, every counter, and that is why I'm Des Wonderbar. Do you want to know why the Battle Royal didn't end with my hand raise? It's because Kennerson was desperate. Desperate to prove he belonged in the conversation with wrestlers such as myself. But desperation leads to mistakes, so he was so consumed by his need to steal the spotlight, so eager to show off in front of fans that he sabotaged himself. He thought by taking me out he'd prove something. All he proved that he's reckless, undisciplined, and unworthy. Let me make sure. I'm not like these other men at WCW who rely on flash and profit to the end. I'm a tactician, a master of this craft. You can make these crowd cheer and chant with your antics, but it will not be about cheering around to me, about whether or not you have the wrestling know-how to survive. And I assure you, I've seen you. You do not. I took apart Bill Goldberg. If I can do that to Goldberg, imagine what I can do to you. I will take you apart piece by piece, exposing every flaw, every weakness. And when I'm done, everyone in this business will see what I already know. You're nothing but an overhyped, loudmouth failure. I will wrestle you, I will break you, and you know why I'm the future of this company, why I'm Des Wonderbar. 89, good promo, and basically it's confirmed here, but there we go. Alex Wright versus Ken Anderson at the pay-per-view. Imagine telling folks this would be a match I would be booking in 2006 when I started this save. And then we have our match here as Jimmy Rave takes on Titus Tomko. Of course, Cassidy O'Reilly's, permanent protection for the moment. Fun match, as basically Jimmy Rave and Titus Tomko, basically you can see what happens here. Tomko dominates, Rave hits a few big moves, Tomko continues to dominate, Cassidy O'Reilly comes out, and Cassidy O'Reilly actually drills, hits Jimmy Rave in the back, and Tomko hits the big boot and goes for the powerbomb, but at the last moment, Rave turns it into a roll-up, and he rolls through and barely gets a pinfall after a cradle. 1, 2, 3. Crowd pops. This gets a 64. Rave gets a 59. Tomko gets a 63. And Rave celebrates to a 61. Straightforward, just building him up. I think I booked that match. Did I book that match officially? I did not, so let's actually book that match. Rave versus Cassidy O'Reilly for your WWE Cruiserweight Championship. And then, as we come back, as we go to the backstage, we see Jamie Noble and basically Rey Mysterio Jr. Facing off with Ray Gordy and Matt Sydal in the background. Basically, they're going to shine those belts off real fine. Ray firing back, Basically, the tension's reaching boiling point, and Eddie Guerrero comes away from out of the corner and says, "Whoa, what's all this? Ray, set up. You think you're going to away with keeping those tag belts when you don't double on Gord here? They got heart. To fire but you got nothing but luck." And Ray's like, "Eddie, what does this has to do with you? Don't you stay out of this? Don't you have a match with Goldberg to fight?" And Eddie's like, "Come on. Think I'm going to stay out of this after I kicked your ass so many times? Think I'm not going to put my nose in?" Because Guerrero found me values mean. And then, he gets hit with a punch from Ray. And then, after a moment, as, the fight starts, out comes Goldberg coming in. And then, basically Heath joins the brawl. And, we got battling. Goldberg throws Rick Gordy into a stack of nearby equipment cases and going backstage. And then, as they're brawling through, they run into Cassidy O'Reilly with Misty. And, Cassidy O'Reilly starts fighting. And that leads Jimmy Rave to come in. And it's a big old 8-man brawl backstage. And, everything gets just going insane. And then, out of nowhere, Nitro General Eric Bischoff runs into the scene with some more officials and some referees. He says, wait, come on. All of you, break it up, damn it. Get this under control. This is my show, and I'm in charge. And, something, fine. You guys want to fight this bad? You want to rip each other apart? Fine. None of you are going to have to wait until Rick and Bash. Next one, Nitro, we're going to have a little preview. Next week's going to be Rey Mysterio Jr., Matt Sydal, Goldberg, Jimmy Rave on one side, and then on Eddie Guerrero, Jamie Noble, Rick Gordy, Cassidy O'Reilly, and an 8-man tag match. So there you go. Was this a goofy way to set up a basically preview 8-man tag next week? Maybe, but still got an 80, which isn't bad. And then, basically, as we come back from commercial, we come back from commercial to basically a video promo where we're in the streets, or what we can put as the streets in a video promo. As we see Brother Ray, says saying, "Look around. This is where I come from. The streets, the grind, the fight for survival every single day. People don't understand what it's like. Not the people who grew up soft, like people who have had everything handed to them on a silver platter, and sure as hell not some punk like can't understand. Anderson, you think you're tough? You can throw around some catchphrases because you're the funny guy. You think because you call yourself an a-hole or some kind of badass. Let me tell you something. You don't even know the meaning of the world. It's about getting cheap laughs in the crowd, and damn sure ain't about stealing spotlight like you always do. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been through wars that guys like you can only dream about. Barbed wire, thumbtacks, flaming tables, you name it. I've been through and I've survived it. I'm a survivor. I'm a tired match. You know what it means? I don't mean need friends. I don't need anybody to watch my back. People come and go, Anderson. Through the canyon of life, and we'll have it. Get on the way, just like you did. You thought you had my back, but there's no back to have when you had me. I look out for myself, and if you ain't number one, you're nothing. And that's the difference between me and every other wannabe tough in business, including you. You made the biggest mistake of your life when you tried to make this personal. I don't care how fast you're rising or how loud these fans for your name. Now that means anything except my world, you might be around for weeks. Anything you got what it takes to stand toe-to-toe with a legend of extreme. A man who's been through hell and back came out stronger. I've broken bones. I've left blood and more on the canvas. I destroyed men twice my size. And I've walked away with a smile on my face. I don't need anybody to carry me. I don't need anybody to pat me on the back telling me I did a good job. You ain't ready for what's coming, Anderson. Because this is my playground. This streets, the fight for survival, is what I've always known. I don't need the truth, and I sure as hell don't need you. You're going to see what respect means when I'm standing over your broken body in the middle of the ring, because that's the only way you're going to learn. There's no way out, Anderson. When I'm done with you, everyone will finally understand that Brother Ray isn't some guy for the past. I'm the man who'll do whatever it takes to survive, and you're just another obstacle in my damn way. 82, solid stuff. And move forward to our wow. Okay. So, honest here, this was going to be the main event, but I was kind of worried about Tajiri's overness, but I forgot something. Kaz is fucking insanely great. So yeah, they have a great match. Like, Tajiri gets his spots in, but this is like basically a, hey, you know that Kaz guy? He's pretty awesome, and he's going to a world title match at Great American Bash. So Tajiri gets his, some spots in, but eventually Kaz just kicks his damn head off, hits a moonsault just for fun, and gets a pinfall victory in about 11 minutes. 90 match. Kaz gets a 98. Tajiri gets a 68. And then we have our post-match angle. Okay, good promo. Okay, so, Kaz stands in the middle of the ring, and Stacy Keibler takes Mike and says, what you just saw is a perfect example of what happens when you put your faith in the right people. When you align yourself with true power, you rise to the top. Under my guidance and backing of the Nikkei, Kaz has become one of the greatest in-ring competitors in the world, and more importantly, he has showed why he's destined to become the next WCW World Champion. At the Great American Bash, this will be the final step in Kaz's ascent. AJ Styles may be the World Champion right now, but his time is running out. Because Nikkei knows how to elevate its chosen warriors, and Kaz is ready to end your reign. You can call yourself the face that runs this place all you want, but after Great American Bash, you'll be nothing more than the face looking up the lights while Kaz holds the World Championship. And of course, cue AJ Styles' music. He's getting out of the ring. He says, "You know what, Stacey? One thing I can't argue with is that Kaz is one fellow wrestler. You're right about that. I've been in this business, and I've seen Kaz got him a go, but Kaz, he's real damn deal in that ring. He's one of the best pure in-ring competitors I've ever seen. And maybe, I can see why he got behind someone like you, type him up, to get more opportunities. Maybe having Nikkei's back and gave him the extra push to get where he is today. But you know what I think also? What did it cost him? Let's be honest, guys, you were always good enough to get on top of your own, but now everybody's still knows your name, followed by Nikkei. It's followed by Stacy, it's followed by Yang, it's followed by that Kenzo, is that your name? Lurking in Shadows. So I gotta ask, what did it cost you, man? Your independence, your soul? Seems like you've trained your honor from just another soldiers in someone else's game. And Stacey up says, is that what you're clinging to, AJ? You think Kaz needs anybody help to beat you? You think he needs Yang, or Kenzo, or me at ringside to title off you? Kaz is going to kick your head off and take that World Heavyweight Championship without needing anybody's help, and you'll have no choice but to admit that he's better than you. And, AJ sort of ignores Stacey and sort of turns towards Kaz and says, is that what you actually think, Kaz, or is that Stacey talking for you? Because from where I'm standing, you haven't said a damn word since I got here. Hell, you haven't said a damn word in a long time. Is Stacey's voice in your head? Is she pulling the strings? Or are you man enough to step in that ring at Great American Bash and prove one-on-one that you're the man to beat me? No interference, no backup, no KO, just you and me in that damn ring. Kaz steps, takes a step forward, and they're staying face to face. And Stacey says, Styles, you want to talk about proving something? Kaz doesn't need to prove anything to you or these people. He's already shown he's the best. So, AJ, you think you're the face that runs this place? Kaz, at Great American Bash, he's going to break that face. And AJ just sort of raises an eyebrow and chuckles and says, hear that? You got a lot of people speaking for you. For Great American Bash, you want to have any of them to help you. If you want to take the title from me, you're going to have to do it on your own. No Yang, no Kenzo, no Stacey, just you and me. I'm going to show you in the world why I'm the best wrestler on the planet. And that's why I have this world championship. Why I'm the face that runs this place. Why I am phenomenal. So, let me ask you again, Kaz. Is that what you think? Or is this long-legged blonde devil speaking for you? There you go. 88. Fun stuff. I sort of thought of this angle because obviously. But it's a fun stuff. Honestly, don't expect a Kaz face turn from here. But I thought this was a little fun angle to do. Then we have a Revolution recap focusing on Paula and Jack Evans jumping off the goddamn stage. And then we have cut backstage as Jeremy Borash catches up with Chris Harris and James Storm as they're leaving the arena. And he asks them about, getting reference from Jeff Jarrett. And, James Storm says, what's going through my damn mind? Man, what the hell do you think? Borash, it's simple. We got screwed. Devine, Toland, those two, hell. They couldn't beat us straight up. Here's the thing. Wasn't it just them? Is that damn puppet master pulling the strings, trust me, or I'll make sure they pay for it. So, let me tell you something. Borash, we've been through too much, fought too many wars, stand by, just let a couple stooges take credit for beating us. We know what's happened out there, so does the rest of the locker room. They're going to get what's coming to them. And, Borash basically asks what you're going to do. Oh, you better really work for payback, and it'll be pretty. You got too hard and too long, some idiots like Toland and Devine get away with pulling a fast one on us. But we ain't just coming for that Borash. Nah, we're coming for the whole damn chosen few. Harry Substance says, that's right, we want all of them. Devine, Toland, Jarrett, get in that ring with us. And take us down. And yeah, we're only two, but we've been long enough to make some friends here. We'll find a partner, and when we do, chosen few are going to get exactly what they deserved. And then Storm steps in and says, we'll find a partner. Don't worry about that. You want to know who it is? Well, you're just going to wait and see. But I promise you, at Great American Bash, when we step in the ring, the chosen few luck will run out real quick. And Harris steps in and says, you're right. We've been the best tag team in WCW for years. And there ain't no chosen few going to change that. We face tougher teams, but bigger fights, and walk out on top every damn time. And with James and the right partner, sorry about your damn luck. There you go, 69, not a bad promo, but it is what it is. And then we have our main event. Okay, good stuff. So really good match. I mean, just Anderson, Ray, both, turns out really good. Brother Ray and Anderson have great chemistry. Interesting. That's something to note for future. But anyway, back and forth match, as you'd imagine. Brother Ray's looking strong, brawling. Anderson fights back. Anderson goes for the rolling forward slam. Brother Ray fights out of it. He does some brawling, hits the big spine buster, hits a flying shoulder block off the second rope, sets up for the Brother Ray bomb. Anderson goes low because the Anderson hits the jawbreaker. Fight continues. Eventually, Alex Wright comes out, and that distracts. Anderson yells at Wright. Wright and Anderson, get in an argument. Brother Ray comes from behind, but it looks like Anderson still is going to get the win as he hits the rolling forward slam. But Wright puts Wright's foot on the ropes, and Anderson gets pissed again, goes after Wright on the outside. Wright avoids him, and Ray is able to come through, throw Anderson into the steps, bring back inside, full Nelson bomb. 1, 2, 3. 88 overall. Anderson gets an 86. Brother Ray gets a 95. 88 overall. Great chemistry. Good stuff. And then the beatdown is on, as it's just a 2-on-1 beatdown. Just complete another beatdown as the crowd boos. And then the truce music hits, and he comes down, and he's wild, man. He comes through, and he clotheslines right out of the ring, and then he bounces off the ropes, hits the lie detector, spinning elbow he does at Brother Ray, who drops it, sells it, and rolls out of the ring. Then he helps out Anderson, and the show ends with them standing strong to a 98. Fun stuff. And overall, the show gets itself a 91. So really solid show, building things up, and, got our big matches for the pay-per-view basically pretty much signed. And wait till it's load up, and this random guy who I don't know who he is, who I'm guessing, if I looked up, has probably worked in Dragon Gate for years and not done much of note. Okay, and we are back. Let's check out our mail. Okay. Okay, cool. Brother Ray. Again. Mark. She's a girl. Anyway, looks at what Raw did. Okay, so we have Raw. CM Punk DVC Richard Saint Maven. Molly Holly won the women's title off of Angel Oscura. Okay. I guess it's Best defeated Adam Jacobs. Juju defeated Carlito Cool. Vampiro defeated Rick Steiner. Edge defeated Skyfall Lion. Big Show and DDP defeated Batista and John Bradford Liefeld in 89. So fun stuff there. They got it at 1.88. We got a... Oh, whoops. We got a 1.84. So really close stuff. And Shane Douglas is staying with Noah, which is really weird. Yeah, Molly Holly is a 4-time champion. Mr. Wall Street is out of New Japan. Yay. So yeah, I'll be back in just a moment with Revolution. And welcome everybody to Revolution live from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And the show starts out right from basically the starting video to the show is already starting in a brawl. We've got Kanyon, Palumbo, Angle, Jindrak, Evans, London, O'Hare, and you other not mentioned here, Dice, Havoc, all brawling outside. We got Kanyon and Jindrak brawling. We got Angle having Palumbo in a chokehold near the barricade. We got London and Evans jumping over the steel steps onto Dice and Havoc. Big spots. And then we got O'Hare throwing Kanyon to the steel steps. We got Angle charging at Palumbo. We got the brawl splitting up to the face. He drags Palumbo to the ramp. Palumbo strikes back with the elbow to his ribs. And then big clothesline from Palumbo that Angle nearly dodges. London fighting off Dice near the ring apron, hitting a flurry of kicks, and one shot there hitting a huge moonsault onto basically the ringside area. Jack Evans is fighting off Havoc, hitting a springboard dropkick in the ring. And then Teddy Long comes out to the top of the ring and says, Enough! I've enough of you this nonsense. You only get your mask shown to a damn street fight every week. I know what y'all think this is, but this ain't no back alley brawl. This is WCW Revolution. You're supposed to be professionals. You sure don't look like professionals right now. If y'all think I'm gonna stand back and let this happen every week, you got another thing coming. I've warned you. I find you, and it's time for drastic action. So here's what happened. Thrillers, Kanyon, Angle, Evans, London are all banned from the arena tonight. And if you try to get back here, not only will you be suspended without pay, I'll make sure you never get a title shot in WCW again. So get out here and don't even think about coming back tonight. We'll be dealing with just more than just me. Now get to stepping. So yeah, big moment here as basically, big brawl starts to start, and the everybody is basically our top of their card is banned from ringside. Then we have our opening match of the week, which is Matt Hardy taking on Shane Helms, of course, the Hardy Boys and the Legendary have been in their problems for the last couple weeks. And in a good match, back and forth, both Jeff Hardy and Kidman are at ringside, and they can involve each other, and that gives Helms just enough of a distraction of Hardy able to eventually nail him with the twist of fate for the pinfall after 10 minutes. This gets an 85, really good. I keep on forgetting Shane Helms is actually really damn good, and Matt Hardy isn't that bad either. So 73 for Hardy, Helms gets a 91, and match got the crowd hotter. And post-match, the Hardys celebrate as this gets a 70, and the announcers put over, a big win for the Hardys in their feud with Legendary of Helms and Kidman. Might be our best night, actually. And then we get another video about Keaton Sharp's enlightenment. As he says, enlightenment is not something you achieve through violence or something you take by force. Enlightenment is found in the mind, the spirit, the soul. Only those with true villain can see what I said. The world is full of pretenders, those who come from the power of the strength of their fists or the roar of their crowd, those who chase the fleeting highs and never assess when learn the true meaning of power. I've seen the future, and it's not the bloodthirsty warriors or the silver-ring champions that will guide you into it. No, the future belongs to those who have unlocked their minds, who have transcended beyond the material world. When I return, a new age will begin, an age of light and an age of clarity. Those who are too blind will be left behind, but those who join me on the path will ascend to greatness. The time is coming. We see the light, or remain in the darkness. 79, decent little, build-up promo for Sharp here, since he's off TV, because I don't have a feud for him at the moment. And then we cut backstage. Well, actually, yeah, we cut basically outside. Basically as we're outside, and what do we see? Yeah, basically what we see here is you cut outside, and the one percenters, Dice and Havoc, are leaving the arena, trying to look for Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle standing by his rental car, and then they go out. They go to chase after him, but out of nowhere, London and Evans leap from the roofs of nearby parked cars, diving onto Dice and Havoc with reckless abandon. The crowd pops as London hits a flying knee, while Evans, spins off of the roof of a nearby van, hitting with a spinning corkscrew body press. And they get up, and Dice slowly gets up, swinging wildly. But then Angle pulls off his jacket, ready for a fight. But basically London and London Evans will go count on Palumbo. And there we go. Yeah. So the brawl is still going on here, despite the best efforts of one Teddy Long. And then we have Monty Brown absolutely destroying Dean Malenko in 2 minutes with a pounce. This gets a 47 for Dean. Monty Brown gets an 85, 70 overall. Unfortunately, Dean's way past his original retirement date, so I don't feel that bad about it. But also, yeah, he's just here because he has a little bit of overdose for me to kill him. So, Brown takes the mic afterward and says, "I said this once. I'll say it again. There's only one man in this entire company who's ever hold the title of baddest man on the planet, and you're looking at him. But there's one thing standing in my way. There's one thing keeping me up at night, and that's the fact that AJ Styles is walking around with something that should belong to me. The W World Championship. Now, AJ, don't get me wrong. I respect what you've done. I respect you for defending that belt. But respect doesn't mean nothing when you're standing in the Serengeti. Because in the Serengeti, you either eat or you get eaten. And I'm looking to feast, AJ. I'm looking to pounce that you've been holding on to far too long. So, AJ, listen up. Whether you're ready or not, whether you think you're the face around this place, you're going to feel the pounce. Period. So, 70, 85 promo, building things up between Monty and AJ. And then we have a interesting backstage segment, as we have Gail Kim, Angel Foxx, and Nikki Ratcliffe. So one half of Blind Ambition and one half of the former Women's Tag Team Champion social scene, along with Gail Kim. And, Angel Foxx says, is basically kind of confused about what's going on. I've been with Natty's Blind Ambition, but why exactly am I teaming with Gail and Nikki? No disrespect, but where's my partner? Where's Natty? And Nikki says, yeah, what's the deal? I'm supposed to be out there with Annie, dancing on my ring, taking names like we always do. So team with you too, it's not exactly my vibe, but whatever gets closer to those tag titles, I guess. And Gail Kim walks in and says, look, I know this isn't what you expected. I know you're both wondering why I didn't just leave you with your regular partners. Believe me, I thought about it too, but here's the deal. This match tonight, this just isn't about European Disunion. It's about me needing to figure something out. I've been here a long time. I've been a Women's World Champion multiple times. Lately, something was off. I've teamed with Blind Ambition in 6-woman tag, and I lost. I've teamed with Social Scene in another 6-woman tag, and I lost again. So tonight, I want to tell you long and ask for this. I asked for one member of each of your teams because I need to know something. Am I the problem? Nikki is already surprised, and she asks, wait, you think you're the problem? Hey, look, maybe I am. I've been the head bitch in charge of the division for years. I fought tooth and nail for the women's division means something, but if I'm the reason we've been losing these matches, if I'm the weak link, maybe I need to rethink some things. And Angel Foxx says, look, I get it, Gail. You've had a little crisis of confidence, but don't go all always me on us. Look, I respect everything you've done for this division. You paved the way for a lot of us, but now it's about figuring out if you're the head bitch in charge, and it's about winning, period. You better bring your A game. And, Nikki's like, oh, look, we've all had our bad nights, okay? Doesn't mean you're washed up. You're still Gail freaking Kim. You stop doubting yourself and just focus on kicking on some of your Disunion ass. And you're always ready to party and fight. Hey, if we win, that's a reason to party even harder. And, Gail's like, I hear you. And trust me, I'm ready to fight tonight. Let's match. I need to know if I still belong here at the top of the division. Together, we can beat them. I need to know when I step in the ring, I'm still the Gail Kim that held this division together for years. And Angel Foxx is like, hey, let's go out and prove it. You say you're still the head bitch in charge? Right, we'll show us. Show them, because I don't plan on losing you either. There we go, 75, interesting little promo, basically setting up the 6-woman tag later tonight. Angel Foxx didn't do with all this script, but, these things happen. Then we got Allie Danger destroying 99 in 6 minutes. 61, Allie gets a 62, Nadia gets a 41. Nothing too, bad here, just a straightforward win. And then afterwards, Allie Danger takes the mic and says, oof, not the best. Says, okay, now you're paying attention. Let me make something here. This right here, Revolution, this is just any wrestling. No, this is my show. Welcome everybody to the Danger Zone. You see, when I got here, people thought I was going to be another face in the crowd. I was some chick who needed a mentor like Gail Kim to show me ropes. Well, guess what? I didn't need anybody to show me anything. I took what I needed. I learned the game. Now I'm here to take over. And I don't care who walks out of the Grand Bash with the Women's Championship, whether it's Alyssa Alexander or Pink Rabel. It doesn't matter because I've got my eyes on one thing, and that's the gold. The whole division from the Women's Champ to the Tag Champ to everyone in the locker room needs to understand you're all standing in my zone now. When you step in the Danger Zone, you better be ready to get hurt. Because set a warning. But next week, next month, next year, I'm playing for the championship. I won't leave a trail of broken bodies behind me. So, we're holding that title after Grand Bash. You better be ready, because this isn't game anymore. This is my Danger Zone, and I'm taking what I want. 58, not bad, as we're building her up. And then O'Hare and Dindrak are, heading out to their rental car, heading out to the, parking area. And, as they're approaching their Cadillac, talking, Dindrak, tosses his gym bag and trunk, about to open the doors when, bam, Kanyon comes from behind your car, and drills a brutal Kanyon hit O'Hare, sending crash first into the head of the car. O'Hare's down, and Dindrak stumbles, stumbles back in shock. He reaches for the car door, but Kanyon's too quick. He grabs Kanyon by the head, and boom, Kanyon cutter for Dindrak. And, Kanyon says, you thought you could take me out? Well, wrong answer. And he walks away, as it gets a 70. Then we have a backstage segment, as we have Paul Heyman backstage with his client, Rob Van Dam, and Cash. As, he says, Cash says, all right, boys, you called, I showed up. Tonight's the night I showed the people exactly what I've been saying for months. I'm on my own map. No more jet set. I'm here to prove I'm not just another guy in the locker room. I deserve to be the top of the revolution. I'm looking for someone to kick around. And hell, kicking out of Booker Shelton before. Loved every second of it. And tonight, I'll do it again. And Rob Van Dam's like, that's cool, man. You want to prove yourself, get your name out there, do your thing. Just remember, tonight's not about making statements, about showing that no one is on my level. Because tonight, like every night, is RVD time. And Cash is like, trust me, I know, but don't get it twisted. I'm not here for a tag match. I'm here to prove that Cash is his name. Remember, I'll do my part tonight. Don't tell me expect me to play second fiddle. And, Paul was like, yes, I love this. The passion, the desire, the hunger, all qualities, I respect. But let me make something abundantly clear, gentlemen. Last week, Rob Van Dam may have gotten a little, shall I say, aggressive about beating Booker T. And what does Shelton Benjamin do? He runs to the higher-ups, makes a federal case out of it, as if my client did something unforgivable. But let's cut the crap, shall we? This is not Booker T's honor, or Shelton getting revenge for his so-called mentor. No, this is about Shelton Benjamin seeing an opportunity. An opportunity to make himself a star. Because let's be honest, who in this business doesn't want to be in the same ring as Mr. Wednesday Night? Who does not dream of sharing the spotlight with the whole effing show? Shelton Benjamin sees Rob Van Dam has his ticket to stardom. That's what this is all about. Not revenge, not justice, no. Shelton wants to make himself relevant, to make himself into a star in just one night by hearing from my client, the man who's already beaten him, and his washed-up mentor. Let me tell you something, Shelton Benjamin, you will never, and I expect never make a name for yourself at the expense of Rob Van Dam, because the truth is, there is no one like Rob Van Dam, no one comes close. And Cash, I know you're going to make a statement. For the world, you're just more than some tag team guy. I'm going to give you a little advice. Tonight, you're in the best possible position to succeed. You are standing next to greatness. You're a team with a man who has redefined what it means to be a professional wrestler, a man who's headlined pay-per-views, who's captured championships all over the world, who's been the measuring stick for an entire generation of athletes. Tonight's about one thing and one thing only. Rob Van Dam reminding the world that he's still the man to beat Revolution. You want to prove yourself? Because then follow RV's lead, because tonight, Mr. Pay-Per-View is going to show Shelton Benjamin and Booker T exactly why there's nobody better in the ring. And then RV steps in because when the bell rings and dust settles, there'll be one name that people remember. That name is RVD. 79, not bad. Actually rated Cash, so that probably affected it, but still good stuff as we're building things up. Then Austin Aries killing Tony Santarelli in 6 minutes with a 450 splash. Unfortunately, with a little more limited time, the Jim Tan Revolution Boys become undercard act. 57-49, not bad, building Austin Aries up. And then basically as Austin is celebrating, Chavo Guerrero comes out, chases after Austin. Austin gets out of the ring, escapes to the crowd, and Chavo takes something and basically says he wants Austin in the ring sooner or later. He's going to show him what it means when you get in the way of Guerrero. It's like 51, nothing fancy here. And then, we got the Palumbo and Angle facing off, about ready to fight. And, they're basically throwing, shots at each other. But then, Lennon Evans comes out along with Kanyon. And, Kanyon's like, hey, Chuck, remember me? And then here comes Ice and Havoc. And then, just when it looked like we were about to have a little bit of gang warfare out in the parking lot, out comes Teddy Long. He says, hold it right there, players. Want to all keep rolling? You think you do it for what? Well, got news for you. This has gone long enough. I'm not letting this show run to mask because you keep your hands off each other. Kanyon, Palumbo, you want to tear each other apart? Fine, you'll do it on my terms. Now, will you follow me? We've got some business to discuss. And, basically he leaves with them as the rest of everybody else is basically surrounded by the refs. This gets a 70. And then we have a backstage promo as we got Kim and Helms saying, they both, Kimman says, week after week, month after month, every damn time we get in the ring, me and Shane have to remind people what the hell we've done. World championships, U.S. championships, cruiserweight championships. We've done it all in this company. And yet, the Hardys think they're better than us? Two men whose biggest skills are falling off tall things? No. You've gotten lucky a few times, but you're not getting in the way of something that is truly legendary. 83, not bad. And then we have our 6-man tag as the Gail Kim, Angel Foxx, and Nikki Ratcliffe taking on European Disunion. A back and forth match, and actually things break down near the end, and Kim actually gets Nikita Colt in the ring. Colt goes for a big ice pick, but Kim reverses it, rolls through, hits the defeat, and actually gets a pinfall right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. A big win for Gail Kim here on Revolution as this gets a 75. Ratcliffe gets a 66, Foxx gets a 75, Kim gets a 71, Colt gets an 82, Mam gets a 54, Busick gets a 68. Let me see here. Why is Gail Kim getting hurt? Okay, low morale. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. A 75, not bad. And then Colt goes after Kim on the outside as, after getting the pinfall, and thinks that, the two teams keep them apart as this gets a 73. Then we got a little Lepin Trevor hype video for the U.S. title match next week. Lepin, basically, doing the whole, we're doing sort of like the whole Rocky IV thing. Is Lepin is like, in a expensive gym surrounded by lovely ladies, while Trevor Slater is, down dirty, at his farm, wrestling with pigs, doing some like, fighting, it in a barn, all that good stuff for a couple of minutes as he enters, put over the big U.S. title match as Trevor Slater gets a shot at Ray Lepin as this gets a 68. And then we've got a Nitro recap featuring the return of the Truth, which gets a 73. And then our main event. Oof. Okay, 90 friggin' 2. Goddamn. Yes. Cash is actually really good. I forgot because Cash is like... Oh, Cash is actually... Right, Jason Jett was the injured one. So yeah, Cash is actually really good. It's a really good match. In the end, Cash and Benjamin end up on the outside fighting each other. And Rob Van Dam is able to hit Booker T with the 5-star Fox Splash and get the basically clean win here with a 92. 84 for Cash, 95 for Rob Van Dam, 89 for Shelton, 69 for Booker. And overall, the RVD celebrates as Cash and Benjamin continue to fight But then, when we cut back from commercial, the show's not quite over yet, as Teddy Long's music hits, and he out comes with Kanyon and Palumbo, both been glaring at each other, basically, as ready for whatever Teddy Long is about to say. And, Teddy Long says, "All right, playa, I've had just about enough of these chaos that you two have caused around here, so it's time to settle this thing and send them around. Kanyon, Palumbo, you've been tearing up this show for weeks. This all started when the Thrillers tried to take you out, Kanyon, driving your career, but you're still sitting here today." And Kanyon's, "Damn right I'm still standing. After beating these punks front of me, they ought to think I was done. Though I thought I was gone forever. But I was sitting at home watching Revolution every single week. And every time I saw the Thrillers sit around here like they own the place, it just fooled me more and more. You thought you could take me out, Chuck. You thought you could end my career, but guess what? I'm back. I'm ready to take you and your entire crew apart piece by piece." And then Palumbo fires back and says, "You talk a big game, Kanyon, but here's the reality. You're lucky you're even sitting in this ring right now. Well, we did you a favor and gave you a taste what it means across the Thrillers. And yeah, you came back, but you haven't learned your lesson. Have you?" And he chuckles, turning to face Teddy. And let's be honest here, Teddy. Let's not pretend you actually run this show. We've been nice. We've let you think you're the boss. But this is our yard. Revolution belongs to the Thrillers. You're just the guy holding clipboard. And Teddy Long says, hold up. I ain't done yet. You think this is your yard, Palumbo? Let me remind you of something. I am the general manager of the show. I'm in charge. Things are going to run my way. You feel me? Next week, it's going to be you, Palumbo, going home with Kanyon in this very ring. Let me make something perfectly clear, playa. If any of the Thrillers get involved, or if any of Kanyon's allies get sick your nose in this, there will be serious consequences. Any of your buddies interfere, Palumbo, and I'll find you. I'll suspend you. I may even fire you. Same goes for you, Kanyon. If anybody tries to stick your nose where that doesn't belong, we're looking for a new job. And then Kanyon takes the mic and he says, "You hear that, Chuck? No running. No hiding behind your boys. Just you and me in this ring. As all said and done, I'm going to prove you Thrillers and to the world that nobody's better than Kanyon." And then Palumbo says, "Oh, I'm not running. Next week, I'm going to finish where we started, and when it's over, you'll wish you stayed home." And then, Teddy Long says, "All right, that's enough. So for next week, remember, there's no interference, no cheap shots. Now let's get out of here before you two tear your place apart." And there says, one tries to guide him on the ring. Kanyon drops the mic, launches off Palumbo, and the brawl is back on. Sherry rushes down the ring, brawl, picking him apart. But we got set up for next week. Kanyon versus Palumbo in a big main event match. And overall, the show itself gets us a 92. Good stuff. So yeah, solid show there. Fun stuff, especially like that show log angle is stuff I'm going to try to do more, just because I've had my stuff with it. But it is what it is. All right, let's check our mail here. Let's see here. Survey says, time to heal. Shelton, sorry, but you're working next week. My bad. Oh yeah, Scott Hall got hired by New Japan, so I guess the Outsiders are back together in New Japan for the moment, I guess. Anyway, little quick check-in here. Storyline-wise, we got Against the Darkness is at a 68. Captivate Nitro is at a 68. This, actually, I forgot to end, so we'll just, here, there we go. Kaz's Path to Glory is at an 81. Black Respect is at an 87. Misty and Mavericks at a 69. Never Noble's at a 77. One Spot, Two Men's at a 91. Respect Needs to Be Earned is at an 80. The New Chosen's at a 74. Expanding Horizons at a 73. Legendary is at an 81. No Mentor Leader, which is actually over, so we can... okay, I'll have to figure that out. Old Enemies and Friends is at an 86. Thrilling Angles at an 81. TV Title Fun is at a 55. This is at an 86, and Who Do You Trust is at a 79. So yeah, there we go. Let's see here. No other real important stuff going on here. So yeah, let's go over what else has been going on. So first, over in WWE, they had SmackDown. SmackDown had Spike Dudley defeating Blue Boy, Shaniqua and Majors defeating Taylor Matheny and Jackie Gata, Justice defend Du Bois and Scott Steiner between Val Venus and the Simone Gangster Party. Interesting. All Money, Aaron Cartwright, aka Easy Money, and Mark Henry made his debut defeating Rikishi, Fatu, and Farouk. Chris Benoit defeated Nick Dinsmore. Undertaker defeated Marty Jannetty, I'm guessing in squashes, and Rolling Regal and the Gladiator defeated Billy Gunn and Brock Lesnar in 100. Yeah, sure, that's totally a 100 match. Sure. Well, I'm not pissed. I'm not mad at all. Okay, let's look at our dev fed. So TVU show-wise, we got Lazarus and Cross beat, Onyx Michaels, Hot Stuff Fernandez beat Elijah Burke, who we did sign as a dev-fed worker. Austin Creed Stallings at Brett Major, T.T. Perkins, Morgan Durarte. So not bad. There's people getting very close to being built up. Weekly House Show. Again, same stuff. Oh no, that was a Weekly House Show. Sorry for the TV show. Wait, did they have literally the same show back to back? They did. Okay. That might be a sign of a lack of, workers. Okay. AWQ had their weekly show. So. Josie, Mason Khan, and Madison Sinclair defeated Carly Chambers, CJ Lane, and Trinisha. Not bad. Yeah. Portia Perez and Tracy Taylor defeat Madison Eagles and Annette Blanchard. Annette Blanchard's a regen. Who's actually pretty solid. Emily Hosaki defeated Amy Sakura and Michelle McCool in a trial match for the AWQ title. And then if we look at HWA, they had a big show. Let's see here. Actually versus Excalibur, Davari versus Bray Bradford, Corey Castle, Jacobs defeat Miz and Billy Bax. How close is The Miz? Okay, The Miz is actually not that great yet. He might be somebody else who takes a while to get the TV. And yeah, follow body feed, give it and yeah, that's about it. And if we look over at OVW, I think they're still doing OVW things. Let's see here. Yeah, Riptide, Trent Baker, John Morrison. How close? Yeah, Morrison is pretty close to being ready. Troy Ryan versus Matt Bentley. Bentley's actually pretty close, actually. Lucy Fur, Rodimer, Rambola. Interesting. And then Saturday, same thing. Morrison Bentley might be an interesting team. But yeah, that's it for that. So if we look at around the wrestling world, if we go back to last Wednesday, right. So FIP had a big show. Main event was Adam Ortiz defeating Jerry Lynn. Let's see here. What else was another big show? Big Japan had a big show. 700 people. Great Suzuki and Super Shisha versus Zandig and Men's Tio and Matsunuga Wife Beater. Sure. HWA Battle Pack, which you guys saw. All Japan had a big show, so we'll see how they're doing. They're still doing way too good for their ratings. They should be dropping like a fly. Anyway, let's see here. Yoni versus Osaka. Kurt Hennig is still here. He defeated Okigoma, and he's just terrible. Hines and Barton are your new tag team champions. They defeated Haraya and Hara. Steele and Johnny Smith defeat Toria Nagi to create the All Asian Tag titles. Scorpio and Hayabusa defeat Yoshihashi, Yoji Anjo. Hase defeat Omori, and Teoke defeat Suwama to retain the Triple Crown title. Yeah, let me just check out something because I'm just interested. All Japan. Size. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Size. Track progress. Yeah, they should be dropping a lot quicker than they actually are. Because, yeah, they have, nobody of note at Stop Their Current anymore with Quadagon. Yeah, because, I mean, I guess Kai is over because of his New Japan run, and, no, he's a 70. So, let me do a quick check-in. Compared to Kawada, or no, sorry, you're a Noah, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, Kawada's, stupidly over. So, yeah. They should be not doing great anymore. Regardless, anyway, that's about it. So if you enjoyed this, go and give a like, comment below, and, subscribe to the channel for plenty of TW9 and TW 2020 content. I've had a little bit of just, mistiming and, honestly, not that motivated to get some stuff done. So what I'm probably going to do here, just for my own timing, is put this out, have 2 episodes of TW 2020, of WCW, then get back on the TW9 grind after that. But, if you're just, following this series, you won't care about that. But just in case people who are following all of my content are wondering why this is up on a Monday. But anyway, that's for now. So, check you later. and adios. Have a good one.